Hi Flosstube. I'm going to do a different kind of video today. There's a tag called Organize Your Cross Stitch, and it's by Corey Berry, and I will answer that tag, and I thought I would do it in a different room, the room where my stuff actually is, so that I don't have to bring it all over to my normal recording area. So, let's get started. Question number 1 is, how do you sort your magazine? I only have one, so it's on the shelf. How do you sort your kits? I have one, so it's on the shelf. How do you sort your digital patterns is question number 3, and that is, I have a folder on my computer called Cross Stitch, and I put patterns in there. Question number 4 is, how do you sort your books? And on the shelf. Number 5 is, what do you keep with your whips? And the answer to that is red. I have not project bags. They're actually, I guess, red bags, because red is the only thing I keep. So I have this, and then it's got thread that's on bobbin in the bag. So there's that, and then question number 6 is, where do you store your whips when they're not in use? And the answer is in the fabric bin. I roll them up and I put them in there. And number 7 is, where do you store your finishes before they become FFOs? I don't currently have any finishes, but I would imagine that I would put them in this bin. And I don't actually have a lot of items, but I'm hoping to expand my organization as I get more things, because obviously later on it's going to become something that I would need to do, but I did this video now because I wanted to see my progress and see, like, when I get more stuff, see how my organization changes. Hi. So back to the rest of my video. I'm going to show you whips. This is the Wizard of Oz. Got a little more done on this Pierre Crow shirt, and it's really small, but making good progress on it. And yeah, not a whole lot to show there. And then my ocean. I finished the O and I went up to kind of where the outline of the sea is, but then I ran out of thread, so I just stopped. I had kind of a busy week, so I didn't stitch a whole lot. I didn't actually get to stitch on my Patrick Bateman one this week. So there will be progress with him probably next time I do a video. I have some haul to show. I went to Michael's, and this is an empty box, but I just took out all the floss. But it's the DMC Collector's Edition of variegated thread. So I got 2 skeins in the box, each of all the colors. This one's like a brownish, light brownish pink. And there's brown, light brown, kind of light yellow. This is red and pink. And this is pink and light pink. These are sort of a burgundy and a light pink. This is red and dark red. And then there's orange and dark orange and yellow. There's gold and brown. And there's the yellow and light yellow. Some orange and some light orange. Kind of it's green and then some light green and some like olive green. A lighter green with some like evergreen sort of weaved in there. Is emerald probably. Some lighter greens in there. And we got light blue, kind of sky blue, purple, light purple, dark purple, a little bit of a darker kind of blue than the one I showed. It's like more of a, I don't know. It's still sky blue, but it's not as light as the other. Yeah, so this is more like pastel. Then we got navy blue with some gray and black. I mean, not quite black, but sort of black, dark. And then this royal blue with light blue. So that I feel is a pretty good deal because I got all of those colors in that one box. And I actually, when I opened it, I was surprised because there were 2 skeins of each. I didn't realize that when I bought it. So that's fun. And then I just got more bobbins because I always need bobbins. And I got this fun kit. It's coffee. It says coffee fresh brewed, cappuccino latte, cream milk sugar, dark roast, mocha, espresso, vanilla. And it came with like black fabric and white thread, but I actually think I'm going to use some of these when I stitch it so that it's variegated and colorful instead of just white. But I get the chalkboard effect and it's cool, but I think I just wanted to make it colorful. And then I have these. It came in a set. There's a like smaller bag of these, but it's basically just a zipper bag I was gonna put projects in because for now, like, I've only really kitted up the Patrick Bateman one in the big plastic container that I showed in my other video with the bobbins and the skeins. And the Wizard of Oz one I have in the smallest one of this set of project bags, but otherwise I don't have project bags really. I also decided to do the Tool Time tag by Joanne B. Let's see. I print off my patterns when I work on them, so I use this clipboard to clip the pattern onto it, and then I'll use colored pencils to mark off where I am. And I kind of have this thing where I'll kind of match the colored pencil to the floss color as best I can. And then that way when I finish coloring my pattern, or when I mark it off, it looks like I've colored it like on purpose. So the pattern itself becomes kind of a piece of artwork. So that's just something fun that I do. And then I put the floss usage chart in this plastic sheet protector, and I go through to like when I'm trying to find a particular symbol, I will refer to this, and I keep it in here because then I don't have to worry about spilling anything on it or anything like that. So when I stitch, I usually use the cross stitch hoop. And I think I mentioned before in my other video, this is the one with the ridge down the middle, because I don't like the ones that are just flat, because I don't feel like they hold my fabric in as tight as I want them to, and then it annoys me, and then I don't like what I'm doing. So this, and then if I have extra fabric, I'll roll it up or fold it up, however, and then I'll clip the fabric usually to like the top of this, and then I'll sort of like hold on to the stitching this way when I'm doing it, so that I have something to hold on to. Let's see. I use a needle threader. I think I showed it in one of my other videos, but it's just a generic needle threader. I thought about getting like a fancier one, but I don't feel like I need to. I don't know. A lot of them looked like the metal part was like really big, and so I wasn't sure if it would fit through the needle. I do have a needle that's got a pretty big eye, like it's pretty long, but I don't know. I just haven't tried a different needle threader yet, but anyway. And then I use needle minder on my fabric. And then I have this other magnet with pins on it to help me count, because I'm really bad at counting and I screw up a lot. So to prevent myself from needing to frog more than I want to, I will use these pins, and I will count the fabric like with the pin. I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then poke it in the hole that it should be, and then I'll put the needle through it, and then yeah, it really helps me not make so many mistakes. I use this little ruler because I work in 10 by 10 grids, so on the pattern I will take this ruler and a Sharpie, and I will outline the box of the 10 by 10 grid that I want to work on for that period of time, and then once it's all colored in, then I know I'm done with that grid. And yeah, so it's just an easy way for me not to get distracted and try to go off into a different place on the pattern and then potentially miscount or something. So there's that, and then I have this, which is just a ceramic tray that I put, like I'll put this on here, and then like my needle threader and my needle minder if I'm changing fabric or like moving the hoop or whatever. But everything sits on here if I'm not currently using it on my fabric, just so that it's all contained and I don't have to figure out like, where did I put that thing, because it's always in the tray. And then I don't know if this is really a tool, but it's the Ort box, and it on here in the front, it's etched in really useful box, and I thought that was really cool, and that's why I bought it. And I really like it. It's just got clips and my threads. I don't normally keep them after the box gets full. I dump the box but I do like to see the different colors in there while the box is being filled up. I think those are all the tools that I have, but I forgot earlier to mention that I wanted something that I wanted to start with this Happiness is a rainbow of new thread skeins, and I thought it was really cool, and I want to stitch it. So, but that might be another thing for the DMC variegated floss I just bought. I might do like where it says thread skeins, where it's all one color. I might variegate that just so it matches this like rainbow effect going on. But yeah, I feel like I have, every time I find a pattern with letters in it, I feel like I always want to like variegate the letters. And I think it's just because I want color in the thing. Like, yeah, it's a thing that I've noticed every time I see a pattern with words. So yeah, learn something new about myself and cross stitch. So that was the tool time tag. Yeah, I think that's all I have today anyway. So thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for liking, and for commenting. I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.